Hey guys, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing alright. Now, as you can see in the title of this video, I'm making a video response to Richie from Social Repose, and it's from his video, the difference between emo and goth. Now, Richie, I'm gonna say this really quick, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This is not a hate video at all. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you either. I just think that in your video you make certain comments that are kind of ignorant. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Your video did not offend me. I just want to teach you sort of, since I feel like you're not really well educated when it comes down to your own subculture. And I'm saying your own subculture because you've mentioned previously on other videos that you consider yourself someone goth. Listen up, I'm not that type of goth that's like, oh, you're not goth because you don't listen to Bauhaus. But I do want you to know what you're calling yourself. You know, just so you can educate yourself a little bit more. I am not being hateful. I actually enjoy a lot your cover videos. I have nothing against you, but I'm gonna be completely honest. This video kind of made me cringe.
Hello, my name is Richie from Social Scene Bean, and today I'm joined by this lovely lady named Natty. Yeah. Call her Natty Bo. And today we're going to be discussing the differences between goth people, the goth subculture, and scene and emo kids.
First thing I wanted to say is that you can see how uncomfortable this girl feels. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable because you can feel like she is being, like, there's a part where she tries to say something, but I feel like you kind of shut her up. And I know you didn't do it on purpose maybe, but she goes like, if you want to have guests on your channel, I've never had guests myself, but I would highly recommend you to kind of make them feel more comfortable, more like they are part of your video and not just some background decoration or something. Another thing that I kind of didn't like about this video, or at least the beginning of this video, was that I kind of feel like you're attacking her. Like, okay, goth people, right? People. But then when you mention emo, it's like emo kids. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm not gonna take this as much of an insult, even though it's not an insult, right? But I wouldn't really be. I'm not gonna have an argument about this because, you know, it's just kind of dumb. I just feel like it's kind of odd to just say emo kids and goth people, you know, because yeah, I mean, emo is kind of more centered on teenagers sort of, but there's lots of adults that are emos, just as there's lots of kids that call themselves, you know, goth. You know, I started being a goth when I was like 14 or 15, so, you know.
Right. So the first category I wanted to discuss about goth and emo and scene culture obviously is the music. That is what defines it. That's like the backbone of kind of the whole movement, I guess. So, Natty, what do emo and scene kids listen to? What are some, if I want to be like, yo, I want to be an emo kid, like I want to be really emo, what would be some good bands you'd be like, check them out?
Warped Tour.
So so every band that's ever been on Warped Tour, all right. Yeah, definitely. So, like, those bands, like, you know, mainly just white guys complaining about their problems with lots of eyeliner. Sounds familiar. Let's move over to more of, like, the gothy aspects of music. So, goth bands, I would say, like Typo Negative and, like, The Cure. Kind of, like, more like 80s bands, because there really aren't any... there aren't a whole lot of, like, new age goth bands. Definitely, like, new age, I would say, like, William Control, maybe. Like, he's...
It is true. It is essential. It is something very important that music is sort of a part of being goth, or at least I believe so. You consider yourself a goth, and you mentioned 3 bands that you consider goth. Okay, I don't really listen to William Control. I don't really know what kind of music he makes. But I will say Typo Negative, you're right. That's true. The Cure, absolutely. That's actually my favorite band out of all bands in the universe, to be completely honest with you. But what else? What about Sushi? What the hell? What about Susie and the Banshees? What about Sisters of Mercy? What about Bauhaus, which is actually very important? And there's actually many other bands like Einstein, Naibotten, Paralyzed Age, Christian Death, and Aston Modern Music. You know, William Control is not really the only type of, well, not the only type, but you know, it's not really the only goth band out there who's actually, you know. Another very important band that everybody talks about because of how weird they are yet so interesting is Sopor Aeternus, which is Darkwave and Dark Cabaret. And then there's Aurelio Voltaire, or simply known as Voltaire, who actually has a YouTube channel as well. You know, there's so many goth bands out there, and I know you kind of mentioned William Control because he's like so popular, I guess. I don't really listen to him, but there's lots of other goth bands out there.
Well, let's move on to the makeup style. So how do emo and scene kids, how do they do their makeup? Let's just do like for girls.
I guess like, I don't know, to match their hair, like neon colors. Like if you have some pink hair, just do some pink eyes, or
So just get lots of pink eye. All right, great. And what about emo kids? Just like lots, just raccoon
Yeah.
eyes. Big fan of the raccoon eyes. Well, that all right. And like, you know, whereas like gothy people, it's more like straight cup. I feel like it's almost, people gonna hear me say it, it's almost like more masculine. I mean, I guess even for girls, it's just like, it's a lot more intimidating. Whereas like emo and scene is very like, like cupcakes and unicorns and kill myself. Whereas gothy is like a lot of like straight bangs or like the V bangs with the hair. Everything, it's kind of the same color scheme, but it's just, I don't know.
This is a really hard question to answer because in reality, it's kind of similar sometimes. You know, the Panda Eye kind of comes from goth, I believe. Maybe it could come from emo. Actually, I don't think so because goth came first before emo. But then there's lots of other makeup things. Now, scenes use lots of color on their makeup. Something that you said before was that scenes and emo are the same. I don't believe so. Scene are a bit more colorful and emos are kind of not. Emo is just more of, you know, panda eye and huge eyeliner. That's just primarily the thing. But goth is just completely different. You know, we use lots of other colors. Sometimes we don't even use black in our makeup. An example right now, I am just wearing red eyeshadow with brown, and I'm wearing black eyeliner, but it's a very tiny wing. I'm not really wearing, you know, huge panda eyes or anything like that. And there's lots of other YouTubers that you can check out. You know, I understand Black Friday is one of the YouTubers that you mentioned towards the end of your video, but you know, not all goths really do their makeup like that. So you mentioned in this video that goth is kind of more of a manly sort of makeup, or like male makeup. Well, that's not true. You should check out several YouTubers, such as one who was actually a friend of mine. We weren't really, you know, besties, but we were friends. Her name was, well, her YouTube name is Dumpster Dolly. She passed away, but she actually passed away last year, if I'm not mistaken. But she used to do makeup tutorials as well, and she used to talk about the goth community. And she used lots of colors. She used green, she used purple, she used pink, yellow. She used so many colors, and you know, you're so wrong in this, because not all of us do the same kind of makeup. You know, there's trad goth, cyber goth, nature goth, normal traditional goth. There's just so many out there, like pastel, new goth. Like there's so many types, and we don't. It's just no. You know, we don't really. Again, you should check out all these channels that I'm gonna mention: Kill Natalie, Dumpster Dolly, Sebastian Columbine, even though she's not goth anymore. it's Black Friday, or Drag Makins, she doesn't wear only black. You know, you should check out all these channels and maybe you would understand a little bit more of what I'm talking about.
Gothy is like obviously like more chains and stuff as far as like the outfits go, which I guess segues us into the fashion of emo versus goth. So what would you say would be like a typical like emo scene outfit? Like what would a girl wear? Would it be like a dress? Would it be just like a band tee and skinny jeans? Like what would you say?
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty plain. Like with like scene hair, you like have kind of like a plain outfit.
Being a scene kid hater, huh?
Oh yeah, no. And like their hair is the focus, and then like I guess like skinny jeans, or like I'm just wearing a plain dress, all black.
It's
Basic
important.
shit.
It's all black.
The focus is your hair and makeup. So.
It's true though. So pretty much just wear really basic, boring clothes, but spend all day on your hair. All right, I got it. Whereas Gothy, as I said, it's a lot of like chains. It's a lot of like dangly shit.
Again, I feel so uncomfortable at the way you attack this girl. I mean, sure, maybe you're joking around, but come on. Come on, basic, boring clothing. I mean, just because you wear that huge thing in your head doesn't mean that your clothing is freaking fun or something. I don't get your point. Again, I'm not attacking you, but still, this is, you know, it's, and no, again, we don't wear dangly shit. Like, I don't remember the last time, I don't even have earrings. Like, my ears are not even pierced. I don't have piercings or tattoos, you know. Just, please. Never really worn chains on my clothing. I've worn spikes on a belt maybe twice in my life, but I don't really wear chains. In fact, I can tell you right now what I'm wearing. I'm wearing kind of like a Victorian shirt right now. I mean blouse, and I wear corsets and stuff like that, but I don't really, I mean, I go out with jeans, with skinny jeans and some, you know, tennis shoes sometimes. I wear dresses. I don't wear long dresses that cover my toes. I wear short dresses, excuse me, that reach my knees. I'm kind of more of a traditional goth, and I've never really worn chains. So I must say that you're kind of wrong. Again, there's so many branches. Not all of us wear chains.
Majestic as fuck. So the final point that I want to talk about is attitude and personality for emo scene people and goth people. As far as scene and emo people, like how would you say they act? Like what's a standard, like, you know, are they fun to be around? Are they personable? Are they introverts? Like what's the stereotypical scene kid?
I mean, I guess scene kids are pretty, I don't know. I guess it depends, because like for some people, like your style talks for you more than you do. But
I don't have a personality. I just have an outfit.
well,
Relatable. Every like legit stereotypical emo kid I've ever met, they've always been like pretty outgoing and loud and super obnoxious. And they don't really read a lot of books. Whereas like I always think the goth stereotype is like they're more introverted, they're quiet. They generally come off as intelligent, but like kind of know-it-alls, I think. You know, like I see that it's just like you know, the stereotypical all-knowing Satan overlord for the goth world is obviously Marilyn Manson.
No. About Marilyn Manson, God, no. Like in reality, I don't even remember last time I listened to Marilyn Manson, maybe a year or two ago. Just no, okay? We don't look at Marilyn Manson as some sort of teacher. In fact, you can watch many videos on certain YouTubers on what they think about Marilyn Manson, and they're gonna say they don't even think Marilyn Manson is goth. And I personally don't think he is. He's actually a very smart guy and stuff. I actually really like the guy, but I don't really look at him as some sort of goth overlord, as you said. I don't look up at him as some sort of teacher. And his music is definitely not goth. It's just kind of, I don't even know what genre it is, but it's just not goth.
He's like, you know, I read a lot of books, I don't give a fuck. So I feel like that kind of encapsulates what what a lot of, at least goth guys act like. I don't really know a whole lot about it. Just ask It's Black Friday about Goth Girl. She knows a lot about it. I'll link her channel in the description.
Again, you don't need to ask It's Black Friday just to know what, just to know about goth. You know, there's so many YouTubers out there that are goth, and not just females but males as well, and some of them are even friends of mine. You should just check them out and learn a little bit more about it, and just, you know, Richie, I like your videos and I think you're very interesting, and I would actually like to be your friend someday, but just, you know, I think you should check your facts before you make a video like this, because you know it's gonna maybe blow up in your face, or maybe not, I don't know. You got lots of likes out of it, but it was just really wrong, honestly. It just, and just the way this girl feels so uncomfortable back there, like, God. But anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. My name is Ellie, and you know, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment on what you think on my commentary about this video or my response, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.